All right, everybody, it is that time yet again. MLB The Show 24, back with our Chicago White Sox franchise. And we got a big one today. It is our second time going around scouting, or not scouting, but second time going around with the MLB Draft. Got our final week of scouting coming up here. And I'm excited to see how this new draft class ends up going. I'm hoping we don't maybe get screwed out this time. We'd definitely love to see that not be an issue. But there's a couple guys I got my eye on for the first pick. So I guess we'll see how that ends up shaking out for us. But we got to get through this week here first, and then we'll end up getting to draft. Probably won't do any in-game situations, even though we got a moment here, but I'll probably just see if our team can defend them off. Got another one here, see if we can continue to get the job done. But hey, we're on a little couple-game win streak. Crochet looking like might get to a 3-game win streak. All right, how about that? Red Sox giving us an offer. They want Nick Nastrini for Bobby Dahlback. Is this like a salary dump? Why are they getting rid of Dahlback? No, not a salary dump. He sucks. That's what's going on. Bobby's not having a good year at all. For Nastrini, it's an interesting one they want. He's definitely has not done the best. I think he's actually doing pretty well in AA. He wasn't doing well in AAA. We're gonna hold off on that though. Don't want anything just yet, but I'm gonna drop the next one. Then we'll get the win right back. Let us see that. Barlow, I need you to shut it down, and the Yankees end up walking it off. I want to see. We got a futures game. Once again, not hopping into that. My biggest thing is to get to this draft, and that's exactly what we're going to do. And we end up winning the next one, taking out the Yankees 3-1. And now it is time for the MLB's player draft. Will it go well for us? Right now, we're actually doing pretty decently well here to start the month of July. Remember, year number 2 was when we took off with the Nationals, and it kind of ended up going well for us. So let's see how this draft ends up going, y'all. I'm excited. Let's get to it. All right, man. We got the draft board set. Ready for pick number 4. Right now, it's been kind of a back and forth between who I wanted. Will Waylock, Jackie O'Reilly. Now, Will, we don't have fully scouted out, but the dude just looks like he's going to be, like, it. Like, you guys see the stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up going number 1, so there's a chance we probably won't even have a chance to get him. Bonus demand's going to be pretty high, but this is who I'm leaning towards probably. If it's not him, hopefully it's Jackie O'Reilly. I'm good either way. But if those two are gone, then we're really going to have to start considering something else here. So hopefully the draft, goes in our favor here, and we're able to secure a top prospect, and everything ends up going out pretty well for us. So let's see what we end up with. First pick from the Marlins. Did I take our boy? They do take our boy. Had a feeling Will Waylock will probably go number 1. It's no shocker there. Question is, who is going to be number 2? Jeff Dillon. Wow, the Rockies go with the outfielder who we kind of figured out that it's probably not going to be the best. Probably going to be like a C potential. Pick number 3. Scott Powell, starting pitcher. Had him on my board. Honestly don't know how good he will be. He was kind of one of those ones I kind of was. Well, actually, I may not even added him to the board, to be honest. I may have actually dropped him. But okay, so we don't get Will Waylock, which is unfortunate. I think he is the best pitcher in this class. I think it's like not even close either. I think he's by far the best pitcher in this draft class. So it does suck. He didn't end up dropping to us, but I guess we'll get our next best bet, and we'll not waste much time. We'll go with Jackie O'Reilly. Starting pitcher, right-hander, 6'1", 212, out of Pennsylvania. He's a youngster. Waylock was a little bit on the older side, so, you got to look at this stuff. You can't go wrong with it. Had a little bit of college experience as well. But Jackie O'Reilly, welcome to the White Sox organization, and hopefully he ends up being the next guy for us. We got Andrew Vernon down there in AA right now. We got Noah Schultz and Drew Thorpe in AAA, so excited to see how this ends up turning out for us. We just saw our catching prospect that we were highly interested in go. Rory, the German prospect. I knew he wasn't going to be around for our second pick here in the first round, but hey, you never know. Kind of hoping. And he also ends up with the Reds, too. So the Reds are taking some people that we were highly interested in. All right, so we are back here with our next pick here, and our board's kind of been slaughtered pretty well. However, it was mostly pitchers on here, so I'm not kind of tripping about it. We did actually just have another pitcher go right there, Bill Camacho, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. So all good there. Looks like Brewers ended up taking 2 pitchers that we ended up having on our board, but yeah, I think Bill might end up being a pretty good pickup for them. I think there's a good chance he could be potentially like that 8 potential range. He's got good stuff. I had a feeling, maybe if one of our guys was gone, then maybe we could take him, but Luis Gonzalez is who we have here, and I believe we're gonna just stick to our board. It's a first baseman. I know we have Andrew Vaughn, but this guy could potentially, well, Vaughn can potentially move, but this could also. I mean, you might not want to take a DH, but this dude just looks like just a good hitter. Like, I think he's gonna show off good power pretty early on. He's got, I imagine, pretty decent vision as well. I'm just gonna for maybe a little bit higher. Maybe it could be a little bit better, but good fielder as well. Looks like coming out. So right-handed batter. I know it's another righty, but there really wasn't a lot of lefties. I feel like in this draft, so. We'll see what he's got. He's got good potential. He's a hidden talent, too, that we ended up finding out. Him and honestly, we only got 3 position players that I was looking at, and Rory has already went to catcher. So, but Luis Gonzalez, welcome to the squad. All right, back to our board here. I think we're gonna move on Alex Abreu a little later if he's still around, and it's mainly because he's more like the breaking ball picture. He's nothing crazy with anything else. He doesn't have really crazy speed, although I think he's going to have really, really good stamina. But strikeouts and walks per 9 are a little suspect. I'm not, overly excited about that. It's kind of on the lower end of things, but especially the strikeout. The strikeouts is pretty low for, he's, like I said, he's mainly a breaking ball pitcher. I think we're going to go ahead and stick with Luis Nolot as our next pick. Because I only got a couple position players on here, and I think I'd rather have these guys a little more solidified than the pitching staff, because I think the pitching staff is going to be okay right now. So Luis Nolot, welcome to the squad. Hopefully everything ends up working out. He's got good vision. He's going to be a good contact hitter. He's just going to be a guy that can hopefully just get on base a lot. And hopefully everything ends up working out. He scouted pretty well. Him and Gonzalez, our last pick, Luis Gonzalez, they were only 2 people that we ended up discovering that ended up looking like they were going to be pretty solid. So hopefully, they're good prospects. Imagine both are going to probably be around that BB plus range. So hopefully everything ends up working out. All right, we got a 3rd round pick here. I think we're just going to stick with our board. We got Alex Abreu. I think we might be able to get him at a later round, but it's all good. Right now, our prospects are pretty depleted. It's a left-hander. Potential 87 to a 99. I think he's going to be probably around it. He's got a very high chance of being a prospect. I think he's just going to have a pretty low overall off rip. So, all good. Hey, we were able to land a couple of our pitching prospects and a couple of the guys that, we were really interested in with the position players. So, while we got our top position players, may not got our top, pitching prospects. But, all good. We'll take it. All right, we don't really have much more people scouted. We got Jeffrey Sams here. There's going to be potential struggle with his hits and strikeouts per 9. I'm curious how he'll end up being, but hey, I got him scouted out fully. He looks like he's probably going to be in the B range, so you can't go wrong with that. A little on the older side, but all good. We'll go ahead and take the risk on him. He's got a pretty good speed, too, coming in. 88 to 93 velocities. It's probably going to be pretty high, so 4-seamer, 2-seamer, curveball, and a slider, and we'll take the risk with Jeffrey. Another right-handed pitcher. All right, we got our next guy we drafted, Lou Degaudio, maybe. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce his name, but see how he ends up working out. He's a relief pitcher, so kind of fast pitcher. He's got 3 pretty much fastballs. 4-seamer, sinker, 2-seamer, and change. We're out of scouting people, so at this point, we're just taking a shot in the dark on a lot of prospects. All right, we got one final pick here. I got a couple guys I'm interested in, but honestly, I think I'll go with the pitching prospect. I don't think either one of them are going to be that good. This was kind of a hidden gem guy, so that is where our draft class is going to actually end up coming to an end. So kind of glad to finally get out of here and be done with this, because I've been pretty much just sitting there kind of waiting around and waiting for the draft stuff to go through and just keeping an eye on everything just to see how it all ended up playing out there. I'm curious if that catcher ended up going. Okay, well, at least he ended up getting drafted. Although, what I did notice, a lot of our guys that I had on my board ended up going in our division. And another thing, I could tell, at least based off what I kind of know-ish a little bit, the Diamondbacks did not seem to have a good draft. They seem to be taking a lot of guys we were staying away from. So, yeah, we're excited to see how, that class ends up turning out. We'll be able to sign these draft picks here soon, so hopefully it all ends up working out just fine. But Jackie O'Reilly, the new number 1 first-round pick for us, hopefully he'll get down in AA and end up tearing it up down there. All right, let's see if we can take care of the Yankees here. And we actually do. Colson Montgomery fractures his hand. Well, that's not good. Nationals giving us an offer for Garrett Hampson. Well, we're not going to probably end up taking that. Now, there's one of their top prospects right there in Trey Lipscomb, but it's like he is now a C potential, so that's not good. So I was thinking of potentially dealing off Garrett Hampson. And honestly, with him being gone, I think that's going to move Jacob Gonzalez up to AAA. We'll see what he's doing. He's doing well. I mean, he's absolutely killing it in AA. So maybe we don't move off Hampson just yet. But Montgomery, man, I don't know, guys. His time might be short here. Fractured hand, he's going to miss 2 to 3 months. That might even put him out like the rest of the way. Yeah, I think that there's a good chance that ends his season right there. So that sucks. Do we have anybody in the home? Robert may be here. I don't know. He's not. Okay, so Robert didn't crack the home run derby, unfortunately, but all good. I know we got some guys that ended up in the All-Star game, hopefully. Looks like Verdugo will be a starter. Don't know if we'll have any pitchers. It doesn't look like. Looks like we'll come a little short, despite having a league leader. Crochet is, well, he might not be a league leader no more. 135, although he could still be up top. I think he actually is still leading the league in that, so fortunately, I'm not going to have that. I think John Brevy is actually going to end up getting in there. I imagine they take a few relief pitchers in there. Looks like no closing pitcher. Joe Barlow, not bad. ERA is a little too high, though. That's not what you really want to see. Catcher-wise, Gary Sanchez, he got close. Made top 5, and that's pretty impressive. He's got 15 home runs on the year, man. He's having a real good resurgence, despite the -6 versus lefties. First base, Andrew Vaughn. Looks like he does crack the top 10, but he's at 15 home runs too right now. So good stuff for Vaughn. Like to see, finally nice to see that we actually have some guys up here. Second base, Nick Gonzalez. He's a little ways away, but he's almost at the double-digit home run mark on the year. Third base, yeah, we really don't have anything at first. At third base is Wisdom. And Wisdom's just kind of been on an up and down year. Like, when we play with him, we've actually done well, but when the rest it hasn't really went the best. Shortstop Garrett Hampson, he's having a solid year for us, but once again, he's on the older side, so I don't know how much longer we're gonna keep Hampson around. I was actually thinking about potentially dealing him off and bringing up Colson, but it's clearly not gonna happen now. Verdugo is actually gonna be the starter in left field, man. That's what's up. Love to see that. Actually able to beat out Jordan Alvarez, who we know Jordan in these franchises actually be going crazy. Why Brian De La Cruz isn't getting more love is crazy. He has 27 bombs. My gosh. And it's not because he has a lack of at-bats. He's just getting no love. I mean, the average is what's getting Verdugo in here by far. And the average for Brian is really good, too. It's 282. He just really didn't get no love. Robert is going to end up being in third place. We knew he was going to probably sit here potentially. Well, Trout could have overtook him, but he did not. He's up to 24 home runs on the year. So I always got things going back in the right direction. Everything's going up. So you love to see that. Outside the speed stuff, once again, I don't understand all that. I don't get why that ends up going down, but it is what it is. But okay, cool. Well, I'm not gonna play the All-Star game and whatnot, so I mean, I get it. We got guys there, but it's not really the end of the world for me. But we can sign our draft picks first. Jackie O'Reilly, you'll be the first one up, and we can go ahead and try and offer him a contract. Let's see if he'll take the lowest part. Let's see. And he does. Jackie, not being a problem at all. Signing that first contract. Let's see what Luis Gonzalez is offering about. 1.82. Slot value 2.42. And Luis has no issue either. Luis, no lot. Let's see if the next Luis is good to go. He's also good with 3 for 3. How about it, Alex Abreu? Has high interest in us. See if he decides to sign on the dotted line. Yes, sir. We're 4 for 4. Jeffrey Sams, who we have interest in. Let's see if he goes. Will we go 5 for 5? Yes, sir. First 5 picks have no issues. How about Lou? We're not even going to be able to sign Lou. So, all right, well, we'll try David Tata next. See what he ends up bringing to the table. He ends up signing on the dotted line. No, he does not. So we go 5 or 6 of being able to sign. Other guys were able to sign. So that's good news. We'll go ahead and throw on. Really, you only get 5% scouting done? That's kind of fake. Thought we would get a little bit more than that, but oh well. So we'll throw these guys up here. Let's try and get these guys to sign on that dotted line. Moment here with the with the Dodgers. Just need one out. I'm going to hop in here. I know this kind of just been draft focused and whatnot, which, I mean, I plan on this being kind of a draft heavy episode anyway. The top of the ninth, we need one out here to see if we can get it to the bottom of the ninth and see if we can try and walk this one off. But trying to make sure they don't end up scoring as Badu is up to bat. Batting just over 200 runners in scoring position, so not the worst number we've seen, that's for sure. But let's see if we can get the strikeout. Get out of here, Barlow. Got a grounder. Wisdom has it. Jump throw is going to be a tough play at first. Vaughn can't get it out of the dirt. Badu, great speed down there. Patrick Wisdom made a hell of an effort to get it there. Vaughn just can't pick it. And here is an MVP threat in Mookie Betts, who's 2 for 3 today with a pair of home runs. Gotta be careful. And he's out in front on that slider. Looking to sit away Mookie Betts. Can we get him, Barlow? Got him! He's free swinging. Down he goes. Slider nowhere near the zone, and down goes Mookie. We return to sim. We are in extra innings. One out. Bases are loaded. My gosh. Jordan Leisure comes into a mess. Will Smith up to bat. 1 for 2 on the day. And umpire's not giving us a call. Ooh, got him looking ugly on the changeup. My word. Let's see if we can put him away here. Let's see if we get a cutter running away, kind of like a slider. Not going to be able to get him out on that one. Oh, we got the grounder we're looking for. 4, 6, 3. Double play. We're out at the top of the 10th. Let's go. Here in the rain, trying to upset the Dodgers. Hey, that's kind of how the Nationals thing got going, man. We upset the Dodgers, and things just started rolling. Well, Leisure's in a bit of trouble. He just walked him, man, after getting a couple of outs. And Badu is back up to bat here. We'll see if we can try and put him away. All right, one more good pitch here. Come on, man. You got it in your Leisure. Got him! Yes, sir. Gets the strikeout. We're headed to the bottom of the 11th. Let's try and walk it off here. And, of course, y'all bring in a lefty, man. Screw you. Vaughn, they're trying to take it. I'm fine with them trying to replace Vaughn. Deloach is our best option with speed, so see if Pete Crow can come through. He's 2 for 4 today. Batting .333 in the last 4 games, so he's doing extremely well. See if we can take advantage of Theobar. Come on, Pete Crow. We're going to give you an opportunity. Oh, Pete Crow with a home run today. That one blooped. Left field. I think it's going to win it. Pete Crow's going to win it in extra innings. Yes, sir. Walk-off win. It's a blooper. We finally are going to get a bloop single. And Pete Crow Armstrong walks it off in the rain on the south side. Hell of a day for Pete Crow today, man. 3 for 5. 3/4 of the way done with the cycle. Just needed a triple in this one. That's a hell of a day, youngster. That's a hell of a day. What did Robert end up doing in this game? 1 for 5. That average has dropped to 244. Man, we got another one here with the Dodgers. All right, let's hop in here again. 5-4 ball game. Runner in scoring position. Barlow on the mound looking for the save. See if we can get it. This is not raining. Max Muncy, 6, 7, and 8 due up. Though this Dodgers lineup is extremely good, so it's not going to matter really where we're at. But at least we're not playing, some of the all-star type of guys. But we got Muncy in the 0-2 hole. Well, the first pitch wasn't a good one. The second one was a little bit better. Ooh, couldn't get him at the curveball. He thought about it. All right, well, last 3 pitches from Barlow, not in the zone. Muncy not offering anything. He's batting .294 runners in scoring position, but he's going down here. Check swing got him. See you later, Muncy. That's a strikeout. That's huge. Ooh, check swing. Gonna say he went around. Can we get another punch out here? Yes, sir. Slider running away out of the zone, and down goes Will Smith. And that'll bring in Elias Diaz batting .221. So they're bringing a righty versus righty matchup. That's interesting. Not really exactly sure why, and we're getting a favorable call right there. All right, not complaining. Pitcher's getting tired. I know. Barlow, you got it, though. You need one batter to get. Oh, boy. Here we go. We're going to need a great throw from Pete Crow. He's not going to get it done. Throw is up the first base line, and we're tied. A guy batting .220-something ends up tying up this ball game. You got to be kidding me, man. Finally, unfortunately, we couldn't get this on the last batter. It's a tie ball game here to the bottom of the ninth. We might be headed to extras again. All right, bottom of the ninth. 1 out, and our MVP is up to bat. He might not be the Majors MVP, but he is our MVP right now this year, easily. He can walk it off. Can he do it? Where's Broussard? Gary Sanchez is second base. Probably needs to find a gap somewhere, though, with his speed. Oh, my goodness. Or you could just launch one over the wall if we can keep it in play. And for home run number 25 on the years, Robert. And Luis! Robert doesn't miss that slider. That's gonna walk it off for home run number 25. It's a 3-run bomb for Robert. A loop bomb here on the south side. We're gonna take the first 2 games here in Chicago over the Dodgers. Luis Robert, the big dog, gets it done again, baby. Let's go.
You know what I'm talking about? I take no prisoners. I go hard doing this shit. Big dog, big nuts. When names is on the motherfucking board, I want to see my name at the top of that motherfucking. Next to it, it needs to say winner.
Well, we caught it. We caught it, man. We just said, hey, if we can just send one over the wall, we ain't got to worry about Gary Sanchez. And he absolutely obliterates that one. Way back there in left field. You can put it on the board. Looks like Gary Sanchez got player of the game in this one. He must have had a really good day today. But, hey, you love to see it, man. Walking it off with a home run. Yes, sir. Hey, there's no better feeling than that, man, right there. Sheesh. Walk off home run, boy. You can't go wrong with that one, baby. Number 25 of the year. Well, babe, keep doing your thing, man. Keep doing your thing. All right, Gary Sanchez, a 3-for-3 day. A home run and 3 RBIs. He really lit it up. You love to see it. Keep going, boys. All right, yeah, well, we could be looking at a sweep here of the Dodgers, but first we're going to see if we can try and sign one of our draft picks here in David Tata. Kind of adding that a little bit here, but we're trying to offer him. Let's see what he's asking. And decline it again. Tata, hey, you a 7th rounder, dude. You ain't really got much room to stand on. I'm going to let you know that right now. And Pete Crow Armstrong is on a 10-game hitting streak. Looks like Yamamoto, though, is just shutting us down. Oh, no. Andrew Vaughn breaks his arm in this game. He's going to be out 2 to 3 months now. Shit. That's not good because that puts him on the IL. We really don't have another first baseman to call up here. I guess we'll bring in Wilfred Barris while he is. I mean, that might do it for Vaughn's season. Damn it, man. I needed Vaughn to really play out the rest of this year. He's having a decent year. I know his potential for whatever reason went down. Batting 259, 15 home runs. We saw the power numbers going up some. At least versus righties is going up, but shit, man. Did not need that because Cooper is not that good. He's really not, man. Cooper's pretty trash. That sucks. That really sucks. It says 2 to 3 months. That's pretty much all we got left is 2 months of this season. So I think we just lost Vaughn for the rest of the year. Damn. Man, we had some big injuries to some younger guys that we did not need. So guess we'll make the corresponding moves. And no, not move to the MLB. You're going to AAA. And Bears, we'll add you to the 40-man, I guess, and we will move you to the majors. Congratulations. Hopefully it ends up working out for you. All right, so we are having a pretty solid month of July. We're back up to 500 now. We're 50-50 on the year. Only 4.5 games back behind the Twins. And it's kind of hard to say what we should do. Should we be sellers? Should we just stand pat? Should we be buyers here at the deadline? I don't think we're good enough to be buyers, but I think we can make some moves that potentially could make our team better here in the long run. Now, you guys, we can take a look at our trade block. Well, I guess that's not really going to show it. We'll take a look at our trade block. We got some guys up here that, I'm interested in going ahead and moving on from. Patrick Wisdom. Looks like he does have interest from the Padres. The entire West Coast is interested in him, apparently. Padres, Giants, and A's wouldn't mind him. Walker Buehler could potentially be on the move, too. Eloy, not really too many teams after him, it seems like. Garrett Hampson, another guy we got on the list. Garrett Cooper, who was probably going to actually have to come off this list because we really don't have a first baseman. So, yeah, I guess we'll have to take Cooper off. Cooper has not done well at all for us, but with no Vaughn, I need a first baseman to kind of be able to stick around and be able to play over there. I mean, we could move him, and maybe there's somebody else that can play, first base like in a secondary position. Like Brian Ramos he was having a good on AAA. It looks like he's went on the Colts, but that could be a guy that we consider. I don't know, but I got some guys I'm gonna take a look at, see who I want to move, and there's a guy on this trade block that I think we're probably gonna end up making a move for, and might be a familiar name. I said I was looking to bring back a familiar face, and this is Wyatt Langford. If you guys remember, Nationals franchise near towards the end of it, unfortunately, before it got corrupted. We brought in Wyatt Langford on a deal, or on a trade as well. For whatever reason, he continues to pop up on the Rangers trade block. I'm not exactly sure why, but he does. Like, he doesn't play like, and I think it's just more because he's blocked by Evan Carter. And I guess they don't really have anywhere else to play. I mean, he could easily take over right field for when Adolis Garcia. I mean, he's up in age. His contract is up too, so. But Adolis is also still, looks like he's still going pretty strong too. I mean, he's having another great year, but I don't know. They constantly put him on the trade block, and honestly, he's a very, very good young piece. If he moves how the way he was moving with the Nationals, this is going to be another fantastic product. Now, you might be wondering, well, why would we go after another left fielder when we already have Alex Verdugo, who's been doing well? Well, Eloy only plays DH for us, and we don't have another DH, really, especially since we just lost Vaughn. So, why not bring Wyatt Langford in, and then, we can kind of, Wyatt might even be a better fielder. Let's see, how's Verdugo? I know Verdugo's a lot better. Verdugo's just slower, so. We're going to let, Wyatt play DH while we move on from Eloy. Eloy's not having a good year at all. I mean, it's been pretty bad for Eloy. He's losing stats and stuff, too. So, it just hadn't been a good experiment with him this year. Last year was a great year, but this year he's really plummeted. So, we may have seen the best out of him. I don't know if maybe he turns around with the Rangers, but yeah, right now for us, it's really just not working out for us anymore. Walker Buehler, we tried bringing in maybe to eat up some innings. He really has gotten worse, so maybe he turns things around with the Rangers. There's potential we could add in maybe somebody else, another prospect. I think we did do that in the last one. I don't know if there's anybody here, though, that, well, at least I don't recall the other guy that we ended up throwing or getting. So, they got Jack Flaherty. So, they're the one who stole Flaherty from us. What we put in? Yeah, they want a little bit more. Never mind. But, yeah, I think this is fine. I mean, this is kind of how it should be anyway. It shouldn't be like, oh, well, we're trying to load up on some other people that they got. Nah, like, we're giving up a pitching prospect. Maybe a guy that can help win them something. I mean, Buehler's won a World Series. Unless he was hurt that year. I don't know if he was injured that year or not when they won it all, but. Actually, he may have been. It was 20. Did they Dodgers won in 2022 or 2021? Oh, Dodgers won in 2020. So, yeah, he was out that year anyway. So, but I mean, he still got a ring. So, you can get a World Series, I guess, quote unquote winner. I mean, maybe not a formation because they always had Kershaw, but I mean, Buehler was still extremely good. So, definitely wasn't bad at all. So. And then you're getting a decent power bat in Eloy. Right now, I know he's taking a knock, but he's a guy he might end up hitting well for him. They got a deep system anyway, so they could probably slide him down in that 8-9, or he might just rake there. So it's not like they're getting crazy low overalls. I mean, Eloy's a 75. It's not crazy, but well, I guess they are. They're not the highest. So 75 and a 76. I'm rambling though, but the deal is being done. We're getting Wyatt Langford yet again. Sounds like a great trade to me. And, yeah, we're moving on. So, another thing, actually, when I was talking with my boy Kyle, I was talking about, because he didn't really know about Jared Fernandez, which, you guys, Fernandez is absolutely going insane this season. Look at his number. Well, for a rookie, he's having a very good rookie year. He's got 17 home runs. He's got 35 walks. OPS was over, his OPS was over 800 when I was talking with Kyle and I was telling him about his stats. So, he has the one on the slide. I mean, he's got the snowflake icon, so. Since then, I mean, he's only hit 2 home runs, but they don't even, offer anything. Y'all know how easy it was to get him, and now they're saying no trades are found because they realize, oh, shit, this dude is actually going to probably be one of the best players in the league eventually at some point. This was better than any generational talent they probably could have even had. So, yeah. Yeah, so that's that. But we do move on from a couple of guys. Unfortunately, it just didn't work out. We might end up trying to move on from some other guys too. We might move on from Wisdom. Hampson, we're probably going to keep now. That old buddy got hurt. McCann, there's not really nothing out there for him. Wisdom, we might be able to get something for. I have to take a look. I didn't really see a lot that I liked. But it's really, I mean, we could bring up Ramos potentially. He still kind of could probably use some work. We got Mendick down here already too, so this might not be a year we move off Wisdom. Maybe we move off Wisdom in the off season, and that ends up being the case. But yeah, I'll look through to see what they offer. But if there's nothing crazy, no deal's gonna get done. And by the way, there was another guy. It's Greg Ham, a catcher that the Rays ended up drafting the year prior. They just happen to have two guys that are play catcher, and the last name is Ham. Yeah, nothing there at the deadline, I think, with Corbin. So that's probably going to be the only moves we end up making, Bueller and Eloy Jimenez right there. So, but now we really do have a nice, outfield developing here. If Robert can start turning his average around, it'd really be nice. But Pete Crow, he's starting to kind of have things go up his way. He's even starting to show a little bit of pop. So he's got 3 home runs on the season. I know it's not a lot, but he's a guy that has pretty low power anyway. It's 45 and 47. So, but if he can just continue to develop, that'll be real nice. We have a real nice outfield with Verdugo, Wyatt Langford, and Luis Robert. Man, I like it. I like it, especially if Wyatt Langford can keep coming along. All right, David Tata has now signed on the dotted line, so we'll have him done. We'll still be waiting on Lou to get a little more interest in him. I think next week, or the next couple of days, will be the first time we'll actually be able to sign into a contract. So we'll see how that ends up going on. 9-8. You guys try and get out of this. And we do end up winning that one, 10-9. So take 2 or 3 so far, the Guardians. Can we get another one? Ollie Vasquez, a broken foot now. Ollie's showing some injury issues. Edgar Quiero is back, so that's good. So he can start getting things done down there in AAA. And we'll see if we can get something done here with Lou. And he declines the first opportunity. All right, then. Really, y'all? Going from scoring 10 runs to then getting beat 11-0? All right, well, we split with the Guardians. Drop a couple in a row. Bottom of the ninth. Oh, the Guardians got Zach Neto now. We're going to win that one 9-8. I think that one ended up going to extra innings. I think they scored. Yeah, they did go to extra innings. Sweet cheese, guys. How's Wyatt Langford holding up here so far? Batting 267, 3 for 5, 3. Man, that dude's gonna be a stud on there, man. That dude is a straight beast. I don't understand why they keep trying to get rid of dude. It really don't make no sense. Lou, you got 76%. You need to sign on this dotted line. And it comes down to the final day, but he does agree to sign the deal. Thankfully, we got the entire class signed there, and it looks like we got contract extensions coming up as well, so we'll deal with all that stuff in the next video. I don't know how many. Okay, it doesn't actually look like it's that long of a list. It's not too bad. The main one, of course, is Wyatt Langford. But 5.5 games back. We got 2 games left here. Or not, we're 2 games below 500 now. Curious where we're sitting at, like, standing-wise, like, throughout the entire league. Like, I know we're not the worst team or one of the worst. Heck, the Tigers look like they got the worst record. Oh, no. Angels and Athletics, woof, both still with 30 wins. I know we do got the 5th worst in the American League, so that is something. Looks like we're 9 games back out of the wild card. My goodness. The only shot we got is unless we win our division, which I don't think that's going to end up happening. So, yeah, right now we got a miserable pick coming up, so we're just a middle of the pack team at this point. Yeah, we're still losing quite a bit. Anthony Bash, you go ahead and handle that. Hey, we got the win. Let's see how that 11-10. It's a lot of runs being scored. Verdugo goes yard twice. Sanchez, Pete Crow goes yard. Nick Gonzalez goes yard twice. My gosh, what a game. Walked it off in the bottom of the 9th. Crochet kind of got beat around a little bit. Only went 4 innings, but all good. But we can not eventually. We can officially look at our draft picks here. How well did we do, boys? Did this end up working out? And did we do a good job? But before I'm going to hold you guys real quick, let's take a look here at the roster stuff. Wes Cath had a great July. Nick Mastrini, I see why people want him. Had another good July as well. Noah Schultz, there you go, Noah. I like it. Robert's still sitting at 27 home runs. So he's out of the cold spell, but that's good. But I ain't going to mess with you guys no more. Let's take a look. Oh, man, you love to see it. Jackie O'Reilly. He's just shy of being an A. 89 potential. Love to see it. Luis Gonzalez is actually going to be an A potential. 64 overall. 64 overall. Luis Nola, I had a feeling he was going to be low overall, but hey, 88, not bad. That's B right there. Here goes Jackie O'Reilly stats. 4-seamer, nothing crazy. Change up, splitter, slide. I knew he didn't have the greatest speed in the world, but the guy I wanted first ended up going. So, I mean, he went 1 overall. Like, we had no we had no hope in getting Waylock, so the Marlins ended up taking him from us. But yeah, Luis Gonzalez had a feeling going to be a pretty good power hitter. That was kind of his forte anyway. It was more power than it was contact, so not bad there, not bad at all. And like I said, we knew he was going to be a good fielder. Outside the arm stuff, he just doesn't throw the ball, I guess, well to people. Luis Nolak, very good contact, very good vision coming in here as well. But she was maybe a tad bit faster, especially being kind of a smaller guy at 5'7", 165. But, she was maybe around that 80-something speed, but it's all good. Alex Abreu, he's an A potential with a 96 potential, 56 overall. We knew he was going to be a low overall, but... And his stuff was low to him. He's a lefty. He's really just a breaking ball pitcher, so I imagine all that stuff breaks pretty well for him. But the strikeouts and walks being low is kind of why he probably slid, and that was kind of my concern with him too. Besides his speed is low. Like, you guys can see that the cutter goes 87 miles an hour. Like that's, I think it like they were saying like it might max out around like 88. So we know that stuff's pretty low. Jeffrey Sams, B potential. And then we got a couple C guys down here who, we took a shot in the dark on some guys. But Lou, you gave us all that pain in the ass just to be a C. Like, come on, man. But hey, look at the scouter potential, though, man. We ended up with some decent guys right there. But 4 of them being in the high, like, B to A range and the low A to, I guess you could say mid-range. But hey, we got some blues over on the right side. Not bad at all. But my big thing, let's go see what old buddy was. Wow. He didn't get signed. Unreal. Will Waylock went unsigned. Wow, the Marlins really screwed up there, I think. I feel like he was by far the best pitcher in this draft, and they didn't even sign him. Wow, he either really must not wanted to go there, or they were really trying to lowball him on an offer. That is crazy. I guess we'll take a look around the league, see if anybody else did. Scott Powell ended up being a pretty decent player. I wasn't sure. The 3-pitch mix was also kind of my concern with him. It looks like, Bernardo Ortega. They may have found a gem down there in the later rounds. First base prospect. Really good durability, that's for sure. Good vision, discipline, and clutch. I'm real curious if there ended up actually being any good batters, because this was not a very great batter class. And Miguel Spanos, wow. Yeah, we actually had him on the thing, 97 potential. He's an A, but curious if he actually lives up to that. I feel like that's going to be pretty hard for him to. We got a closing pitcher A prospect. Twins, once again, seem to be struggling with signing their guys. We got another A down here, Brandon Stanford. 46 overall. I mean, that's one I'm not overly okay. We missed out in Tim Ray is one of the top center fielder prospects. He's a B. Good speed, good fielding. He was definitely fielder first, but he can end up working out. Lamar Schaffer, I don't even think I saw him anywhere. Switch hitter, solid contact. Probably could be a struggle though. Jamison Watley, I had him on my board, and the moment I had him, he was gone the very next pitch. He's a great speed guy. Doesn't really look like he does much anything else. So if he does get on base, he's gonna be stealing, I imagine, a lot. But contact, he really doesn't have much else going for him. I just can't believe this. Will Waylock, man, he just wanted nothing to do with you guys. Here we go. We got the Mets. Mets didn't really sign a lot of batters either. So, as I'm going through here, Tanner Haynes, this was a guy I did have on my board. So the Cubs ended up taking him. Looks like it's in the second round. Pretty solid. A potential once again. I had a feeling. A lot of these guys I knew I wasn't going to have a shot at just because of where we ended up at. 87 potential, 71 overall for the catcher Rory. Good hitter. Once again, we figured that, but look at the fielding numbers, man. That's a pretty good prospect right there at the catcher position. Although they already kind of have a catcher, I feel like, anyway. So I'm kind of curious how that ends up working out for them. Forget what his name is for whatever reason. What's the Reds catcher name? Sweet Jesus. Yeah, Tyler Stevenson. Yeah, he's definitely a good young, right? Well, I guess not young anymore. He's 28. Shoot, so maybe he is getting up there in age a little bit. I thought he was younger than what he was. He's having a good year, but right now he's out with a broken shin for a couple more weeks. So, got you on that. But yeah, right now, nothing too impressive on the batter side. Outside the guys, we were definitely looking at. Tim Russ and Camacho. Yeah, these were two guys I had a feeling they were going to end up being pretty solid. They're both A prospects. I had a feeling Brew was going to leave this draft class with pretty damn happy. And they may have two future aces. You got a lefty and a righty. So, Brew Crew didn't do too bad. We got some B prospects out here for the Pirates. Not bad. Aaron Love. I didn't really have him scouted. Good speed. Okay, that's really what it was. But we got a lot of late A pitchers, but we got not pitchers, but a lot of position players that were late. Mac Trainer, that was a guy I did look at. I didn't like when the draft was going on, but I didn't really get into it too much. And yeah, I had a feeling Diamondbacks didn't do too well. The guys I looked at here, I knew they weren't going to be the best. Alan Lockhart, this is a guy we scouted, see potential, 59 overall. We knew he was mainly a power hitter. He could end up working out fine if he can just develop some contact, but that vision, discipline, and clutch is just terrible. My goodness. Yeah, I had a feeling that wasn't going to go well. And here's Jeff Dillon. This was the first guy that we ended up seeing. Like, his numbers were off the charts. 73 overall C potential. His stats look good here, but I just don't know if he's going to grow much more. If anything, he's probably going to regress more than anything. Like, it just didn't look good. Ooh, boy. Not a good draft at all for the Dodgers. We're seeing a lot more closing pitchers here, relief pitchers. Junior Sandoval. Okay. Skin guy with speed. Yeah, I think we hit the nail on the head. This was not a very good class for position players, and it showed. Yeah, I think we got two of the better ones in this one. I mean, I know there were a couple guys that were a little bit higher, but it wasn't anything crazy in this class, and we kind of knew that. But that is where we're going to bring this into a close, everybody. I thank you all very much for watching. We're sitting 6.5 games back. Kind of seemed like we've been sitting here all season, besides that first episode we ended up having, but. Yeah, man, we're going to get a move on here. I'm not exactly sure how far we'll get into the next one. We got August and September coming up, so I don't know if we'll be playing many more games. I think I'm going to hop down into the minor leagues next time out, just kind of see how those guys are faring and see how the end of their season is going to end up going. So Barons right now, they're AA champs again. Trying to be AA champs again, so they're doing well. And looks like Charlotte Knights are nowhere to be found. I know that team's not doing too hot. So, anyway, once again, that'll do it for us. Once again, everybody, if you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys hit the like button. Leave a comment for more. Let me know what you guys thought of the draft in this draft class. Really, really surprised to see Will Waylock not be signed. But it really sucks because we're probably not going to have a shot at him in the next draft. That kind of sucks. But if you guys want to see more of the White Sox franchise, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with this series and more that's coming here in the future. Really can't wait for July when NCAA starts up. I'm probably going to say at the end of every video, but that's true. I'm excited for it. But once again, thank you all very much for watching. I appreciate all the support. And as always, God bless and peace. Close it out, Future.
And it's the love from my fans got me still here.